Hi, it's Saturday morning. I am at work. I have one more client and then I'm off to San Clemente again. So this is part 2 of a series I started last weekend. This time I'm going to be traveling south on the beach trail in San Clemente, exploring the areas of Trestles and San Onofre. Due to some technical difficulties, I did not get down to Trestles or San Onofre. More on that later, but this means there's going to be a part 3. I'm also going to spend a little time exploring the neighborhoods around the pier and maybe getting a bite to eat because probably it'll be lunchtime when I get there. So yeah, I can't wait. I will see you in San Clemente. I decided to start the first part of my adventure on foot and headed up Avenida del Mar towards Avenida Granada to see a historical house owned by the city of San Clemente called Casa Romantica. Casa Romantica is a preserved 1920s Spanish colonial revival building. Current entry fee is $8. Inside you can enjoy the beautiful architecture in the gardens while also take a look at artwork in the gallery and the studio space, which hosts an artisan residency. On display in the gallery right now until June 15th is Gems of California, a curated collection of impressionist works depicting scenes that one may recognize from the surrounding area. While in the studio until June 30th is the work of San Clemente's own Rick J. Delante, featuring vibrant landscapes around San Clemente. It is really fun to peruse the property, especially the gardens and the impressive views of the ocean. I was excited about and also expecting more garden, but learned that in April of 2023, a landslide took out half an acre of the outdoor gardens. Construction to stabilize the cliffside is currently underway, and I do hope that the lost garden will be reclaimed in the near future. Moving onward, up Avenida del Mar, I was lucky to be taking this stroll on the first Saturday of the month when San Clemente hosts its Village Art Fair. It happens on the lawn area surrounding the San Clemente Library and Community Center and hosts artists from all over Southern California. Everything from handcrafted woodwork, photography, painting, jewelry, ceramics, blown glass, metalwork, and much, much more is on display and for sale here. So definitely plan your visit on the first Saturday if you can. Continuing on and beyond the fair, you won't be disappointed by the eclectic array of unique shops, boutiques, galleries, cafes, and eateries. Whether you love to shop or just browse the window displays, there is much for the eyes to take in. My stomach was growling, so I didn't spend too much time checking out the storefronts, but headed instead to a restaurant at the top of the hill on El Camino Real called Active Culture. I found it online while searching for a spot that offered vegan food. They are known for their smoothies, acai bowls, and veggie bowls, but I ordered their veggie burger. It was good with fresh ingredients, but I felt it was missing a little pizzazz, like mustard, and there was no mustard to be found among the condiments. I was too full to try their vegan pomegranate raspberry frozen yogurt, but next time. Back at the pier with a belly full of food and a head full of hope, I headed south along the beach trail. The sun was shining, the surf was calling, dog tails were wagging. Everyone was smiling. Little did I know of the catastrophe that was waiting for me once I arrived at Calafia State Beach. The San Clemente Beach Trail is a Class 1 bike path shared with pedestrians. Dogs are allowed, but e-bikes are not. Pedestrians have priority and bike speeds must be kept below 10 miles per hour. It is a sandy trail, so make sure you have the appropriate tires. It is one of the most beautifully scenic bike paths you could hope for, and on a hot day you could just jump in the ocean to cool off. Right now it is spring, and the colorful varieties of ice plant and purple pride of Madeira are in full bloom. Well, my self-sealing slime tube was punctured. When the puncture is so bad that the green slime explodes out, then it's a good bet that the seal will not last. I decided to cut my losses and abandon my plan to head further south towards Trestles and San Onofre. Luckily, the tire did seal, and I was able to make it back to the pier, only to discover that my train was going to be delayed for 2 hours. Oh well, I guess if you're going to be stuck at a train station for 2 hours, you can't do much better than the San Clemente Pier.